Practus created a roadmap to sustainable growth for a luxury real estate business. The client is a Goa-based family-owned business that designs, builds, and manages boutique vacation homes. They bring together sustainable living, seamless services, and modern design to create impeccable experiences for eco-conscious travelers looking for a home away from home. Headquartered in New Delhi, they have a team of over 600-plus employees and have completed more than 1,200-plus units across multiple locations. While the company was cash-rich and enjoying robust sales driven by high market demand, they recognized the need to address operational inefficiencies that could undermine long-term growth. The leadership sought to accelerate digital transformation, enhance customer satisfaction, and refocus efforts on core activities. Strengthening financial processes and building scalable systems became critical to sustain momentum and support future expansion. Practus deployed a structured, phased approach designed for lasting impact.
So we started the diagnostic assessment with a meeting with the promoter where we clearly understood what the priorities and objectives of the diagnostic assessment should be. Post this, we spent about 6 to 8 weeks wherein we had meetings with different CXOs and departmental heads, as well as had a number of round of working sessions with the team on the ground to identify the gaps which the organization is facing in different functions. Based on this, we came up with our solutions and potential areas of intervention and a detailed roadmap which could be implemented in an implementation phase. Post this, we identified the short-term, mid-term, and the long-term initiatives which would bring ROI for the organization.
Our recommendations were grounded in measurable outcomes and focused on driving financial excellence, operational efficiency, and customer satisfaction. The client's leadership team gave Practus a 12-month mandate to tackle operational challenges and drive business transformation. A cornerstone of Practus' approach was the implementation of balanced scorecards. Customer NPS, EBITDA, and return on capital employed were established as critical success metrics. Complementary action plans for quality assurance, customer engagement, and team development also created a framework for consistent progress.
A couple of challenges, but one thing that stays with me forever would be definitely when we started off with discussing our all the initiatives which we had defined during diagnostic phase. We realized that their focus was a lot on the operational initiatives, but the governance structure or having the collaborative approach in terms of focusing on the strategic vision was missing. So what we try to do is having a monthly cadence with the promoters, having all around 10 stakeholders sitting in one room, doing the brainstorming sessions and actually discussing what could be the added value that comes in. That's what we've been doing since I think almost now 13 months.
The client managed over 250 payroll staff under their facilities management and rental service divisions, who were responsible for the day-to-day housekeeping of the properties, regardless of booking status. The company was facing a number of challenges on this front, collecting payments from 550 homeowners on a quarterly basis, the pressing need to maintain high-quality upkeep of the properties, meeting the service level agreements consistently, leading to an adverse impact on overall service delivery. Practus recommended the digitization of procure-to-pay processes and the implementation of Power BI enhanced reporting. We also recommended the eNACH auto-debit system to streamline payment efficiency. This was particularly useful in solving the challenge of collecting monthly payments from the 550-plus homeowners under the facilities management system. Our experts recommended a transformative overhaul of the facility management system, from a facility-centric approach to a customer-centric one. We outsourced the facilities management and rental services management to an experienced third-party vendor, thereby transferring the 250-plus housekeeping staff to their purview. Other measures such as enhanced service level agreements, frequent quality audits, and integrating key roles into operations were geared towards strengthening service excellence.
So one of the services as a part of group that they used to focus on was on facility management services, which was not on core business model, where they had to ensure that they are upkeeping 540 clients' sites, and they were ensuring that the SLAs are being met on daily basis, which is very difficult, when it's not your core business model. So what we realized, and we helped them to mitigate this aspect to ensure that the customer satisfaction is high. We helped them to get a new partner onboarded where they could transition to 50 people who were on their payroll to a different company, ensuring that the SLAs are met and having the customers being happy throughout the time.
Technology played a central role. We implemented Zoho Desk for construction and FMS, with over 35 users on board. We also launched 2 apps that were fully integrated with Zoho Desk to enhance service delivery. And finally, we defined SLAs, instituted regular audit-based quality oversight, and standardized budgets. 200+ members were on board to eNACH, and the client unlocked an annual impact of rupees 2 crore. Operational inefficiencies created hurdles, with lengthy invoice and payment processing times, and decentralized inventory and procurement systems slowing things down. We recommended a revamp of the construction lifecycle management, which introduced SOP creation, milestone tracking, robust project governance, enhanced communication, and role clarity.
So one of the key challenges for the client was the timeline which they took to finish the construction of the projects, wherein ideally they wanted to finish everything in 26-27 months. They usually ended up spending another 6 months due to a number of reasons. To work on this problem, the first step what we did was we brought in about 8 to 10 site in charges who were leading their projects into one room, did a detailed working session for 2 days to understand from them what kind of problems each one of them were facing. And in fact, many of them were so common that and they felt that why haven't we discussed this before with each other, right? So doing this exercise really helped them to get everything out in the open, and then finally with this exercise we could actually help them and immediately identify at least activities which can be crashed, and timeline can be saved by about 3 months.
As a result, project lead times were reduced by 15% through enhanced tracking and governance, and manual reporting time was cut by 40 hours per month with the introduction of automated dashboards. Within the company, employee engagement and productivity were suffering due to unclear performance metrics, limited training opportunities, and a siloed organizational structure that affected accountability. To address these issues, we began by conducting a 4x4 potential and performance matrix evaluation and people NPS survey to map out the key focus areas. Leadership capability was enhanced through B-School programs focusing on visioning, impact, and cross-functional strategy. The company rolled out progressive HR policies that prioritize flexibility, inclusion, and overall team well-being. Engagement was energized through cross-functional events that boosted collaboration and camaraderie. Digitization followed, streamlining leave, payroll, and appraisals through an upgraded HRMS. Goal-linked incentives were introduced to encourage ownership. As the client positioned itself for Great Place to Work certification, it invested in employer branding initiatives to strengthen its reputation as a people-first workplace and attract top talent. KPI-driven culture was strengthened with a fixed plus variable pay model for CXOs to align performance with accountability. And finally, the Elevate Excellence team was activated to lead high-impact learning programs. With an eye to the future, we proposed a comprehensive organizational restructuring plan. The goal was a sustainable, future-ready business structure based on customer engagement, operational excellence, and robust succession planning. Together, these initiatives and recommendations were geared towards a cohesive and transformative impact, setting the foundation for enhanced performance and sustained growth. Financial benefits were significant, with a 25% improvement in cash flow management. Operational costs dropped as workforce allocation was optimized and manual tasks were automated. In customer satisfaction, Net Promoter Scores improved by 20%, while issue resolution times were slashed by 30%, leading to a better overall customer experience.
So since we've been working with them for almost a year now, what is a key unique thing that you found about this engagement?
What I find very unique about this engagement is the freedom with which we operate and which has been coming top down from the promoter. The freedom which we have to work with different departments to really add value on the engagement. This is really helpful, and the amount of contribution which also comes from the head of departments, where they are actively involved in helping us and ensuring that it is a success as a team. I think that's very unique about the engagement.
You're actually, bang on point. Because even I felt that on-ground team is also so acceptive towards the change, what is happening on ground as well, and to be future ready. Because actually they are focusing towards the growth, and I think that is something which is very unique when you see coming from the top till the bottom, accepting across the levels as well.
Absolutely.
Looking to transform your business? Contact Practus today.